words, and they were trapped there, and with very very little resources, very very little food to last them only for 2 days. But it would take more than 2 weeks before they were even able to bring down a probe to determine if the miners were okay, or if they were still alive. So it was a rescue that the whole world watched on TV, and all of us waited with bated breath whether these people would be rescued. And thank God for technology. NASA engineers came on board, Canadian Americans, scientists, everybody, the whole world. It was like an international rescue. And 69 days later, they were able to pull out the first survivor using a capsule that could hold one man. One by one, they pulled out from the depths of the earth each one of those miners, and all 33 of them were rescued, all of them okay, in relative good health, despite the fact that they would share only one can of tuna and divide it among 33 of them every single day. It was a story of triumph, when as I watched, and I'm sure as the world watched, seeing each of these men, and especially the last man rescued, people were in tears, people were rejoicing. It was such an amazing victory for humankind. And when you think about it, if you Google stories about it, prayer and faith had so much to do with that rescue. The miners were praying every day. Of course, people on the surface, family members and the rest of the world prayed for the safety and the rescue of these people. And when it happened, it was like an answered prayer. And people, the miners were talking about miracle after miracle, how God manifested His presence among them, even while they were stuck there in a hole underground. Their situation is so far from what we're going through right now. We're on lockdown, we're confined in our own homes, and no matter how tiny, no matter how inconvenient, or no matter how decrepit your home is, it's still nothing compared to what those miners experienced, being stuck in a confined space 2,300 feet underground. So if you really think about it, there's so many things for us to be grateful for at this time. Really, there's nothing that we can complain about or should complain about. We're so still so much more blessed compared to our parents and our grandparents who experienced war, who had to flee their homes and find safety because the enemy armies were coming in, or bombs were falling from the sky. So really we have so many things to thank God for. So during this retreat, I want to ask you to, just start a journal. And just now, for the purpose of this reflection, I want you to write down maybe your top 10 lessons that you've learned in this community quarantine. What are the things that you took for granted in the past, and now you're very grateful for? Things that you used to complain about before, but now you wish you could have that. I was just thinking yesterday, we always complain about the traffic on EDSA, and hashtag my forever sa traffic on EDSA. But I know know that there are some people who would give anything just to go out again and to be able to, go to the mall or maybe go to work, and be on that EDSA traffic, just to be able to get out of this confined quarantine. My daughters, they would pester me, during school days that they want to be homeschooled and that they hate school. And now that they're in confinement and they're really doing homeschool online, they're telling me now, Mom, I don't like homeschool anymore. It's boring. I'd rather go to school. So I told them, remember that. Remember that every time you complain that you don't want to go to school or that you hate school, remember this time of lockdown and, realize that it is a blessing. The things that we complain about are blessings. So I want you to make a list, your top 10 list. What are the things that you realize, wow, I've taken this for granted and now I'm so grateful that I'm able to, experience or partake of this. And I want you to write it down because that list will come in handy when things go back to our normal and it's so easy to complain about traffic again, or it's so easy to complain about work or school again. Have that list with you and know that it's something to thank God for. God, this time of quarantine is really a time of blessing. It's a time of being in reset mode. It's a gift of time that God gives each and every one of us to do the things that we've always said we're too busy for. So what are those things? We still have, a good part of this lockdown still ahead of us. Write down also your goals. Maybe aside from the 10 things that top 10 things that you're grateful for, write down top 3 things that you want to accomplish before this lockdown is over. The Chilean miners were stuck in that hole under the earth for 69 days before they were rescued. God willing, our lockdown will end on April 12 or April 14? 30 days. Still nothing equal to what those miners went through, and they had no food, very limited food, very limited water. We're still able to eat, and go out once in a while to buy our resources, our groceries, etc. So what are those things that you want to accomplish in this 30-day lockdown? I want to end this reflection by saying, imagine, that rescue, they said it cost around $20 million to rescue those 33 Chilean miners, and they brought in, it was an international rescue, bringing the best minds together to drill a hole through the ground and get these men out. Jesus came to rescue you and me because we were stuck in the depth, in the pit of our sins. And the cost of his rescue wasn't just $20 million. It cost him his life. The life of the Son of God spilled out for you and me. Imagine those Chilean miners when the rescue pod came to them. Imagine if some of them said, sorry, no, I don't want that rescue. I don't want to be rescued. I don't want to ride that thing. Can you imagine the lunacy of that idea? And yet there are people who reject Jesus, who reject his sacrifice, who reject his cross. Don't be like a foolish miner stuck down in that hole, rejecting the rescue. Receive Jesus and welcome the salvation that he gives to each and every one of us at the cost of his life.